Here's an example of my drinking wet, my baby who takes the bottle. And the bubbles are going up and the water's going down straight to her diaper. I have to switch it back and forth with this motion so that's as to manipulate the nipple to move it, because if I keep it still, the bubbles stop. But if I bang it back and forth, the bubbles pop up. And this is a mimic of looking like she's drinking. And this feature is the one feature that I absolutely love on this doll. I mean, this feature is just remarkable in my opinion. Now, my other dolls this is my first drinking wet doll, but my other dolls, I would seal the nipple and have the fake milk inside, which was lotion and water, but it wouldn't go anywhere. It was just me going through the motion as if to feed them. Because I have another silicone doll with a sealed nipple, and it just, you would see this, but no bubbles would be going up. Her mouth would be moving like this, but same motions, but no bubbles and no going down. Now, she's only able to drink distilled water. Of course, there are some reborn mothers who will use fake milk or food coloring, like food coloring to make this a different color. But I want to keep my doll's plumbing system, her tubing, to be top notch. And so I only feed her distilled water. I warm it up and then feed it to her. It goes down a whole lot quicker like it is now, since it's slightly warmed. So I just drop it on the back of my hand to see the sensitivity, just like you would a newborn baby. And that's what I do. Because once, when I first got her, I used room temperature water, which was kind of cold. And nothing happened, no bubbles. And the water was dripping down the side of her mouth and onto her neck and clothes. She was soaked. And I couldn't understand why. I thought there was a problem with her system. But then I went into Chat GPT and asked for instructions on the best way to feed a silicone doll with a drinking wet system. And it gave some suggestions. And one of the suggestions was to warm the water, and I did that, and it's been fine ever since. And even yesterday when I took the doll out, I had no way to heat up her bottle, but I was struggling again with the water not going down the tube because it was room temperature. So that's funny. And also, when I insert the nipple into her mouth, I applied the it's KY gel, but it's water-based lubricant on her lips and on the nipple, so that way it could slide in and a whole lot easier. Because that's another issue. If we insert the nipple without some type of lubricant, it will struggle to go inside her mouth. And as you can see, the bottle is almost empty. It was a full bottle. This bottle holds 4 ounces. Let me twist it so you can see. Okay, see where that 4 is? This bottle holds 4 ounces. And usually I feed her 4 ounces at a time. I do have a bottle that goes up to 10 ounces. And I tried feeding her 10. She could take any amount of ounces as long as the diaper can hold it. But it took forever. I like this bottle because you can see the progress. Let me twist it around, because sometimes if you twist it a certain way, you see how it's the nipple, the bubbles stop. Okay. It's a sweet spot you have to find to keep it to keep going, to get it to keep going. But yeah, I wanted to share my baby's drinking wet system. Before long, she'll be finished. I just started, it takes about 10 minutes for her to knock out 4 ounces of water. And so far, I've been filming for little over 5 minutes. So I would say about 10, because when I came on, she had already drank half of it. And this is so gratifying for me. It really is. I get so much satisfaction out of doing this. And let me tell you something else. I don't know if anybody else out there is like this, but once I'm home and I'm relaxed, settled, set back, I grab my snacks like popcorn and piece of fruit, drinks. Could be decaf coffee or some type of drink, fruit drink, sugar free. Tea and lemonade. I will sit here and gobble, gobble, gobble while I'm watching YouTube or TikTok. And before I know it, I look up and think, I ate that whole grapefruit. I ate all that popcorn. I was eating and watching, distractive eating. Now that I have this doll that I can feed, I don't even think about snacking. I'm just so caught up in changing her, bathing her, feeding her. And today I did her hair. Now, the hair that she has, I'm going to do a video on that too, because she came with like a bush, curly, thick hair. But honestly, to me, it was matted. And I had to do something to get it to act properly. So I used a pick and I picked her hair. First I did was wet it. Oh, she almost finished. I wet it and washed it. I'm going to go through all them steps during my next video. But since it's now feeding time is just about over. Okay, you got one more drop, Mommy. You want that last drop? Let me see if she still wants this last drop. Because I like her to get it all to the last drop. Is it? Did you get it, Mamas? Yeah, it looks like you got it. There you go, an empty bottle. And I love this particular bottle, the nipple. Let me tell y'all about the nipple. Okay, this bottle comes with a numbering system. This has the number 1. And it's usually one tiny hole in the top. But because she can't suck, I took a pair of scissors and I did that and I clipped and cut. It won't, okay, that's better. I clipped and cut so the hole, you can see that hole there. That's what I had to do in order for the water to go in and out much easier. And I have another nipple size 3, and it has 3 holes, but the nipple's bigger. And let me pull it over here. Okay, this is the second bottle. This bottle holds up to 11 ounces. And the nipple, let's do a comparison here. This nipple is bigger in size. You see them going side by side. Well, no, it doesn't look like it. But when I've had it in her mouth, it looked bigger to me. But anyhow, I ordered some more nipples that are a size 1. And I want to stick with this. And me feeding her out of this big bottle, it's fine, but to me, it just takes too long. I like the satisfaction of seeing her empty her little bottle. And then I sit her up to burp her. And she doesn't burp, but I sit her up, pat on her back so that the water can go through her system, empty it totally out into her diaper, and then change her. So let me see what I can do here. Of course, I always have to put a bib on because my girl, sometimes that water gets right past her lips and ends up on her nice clothing because I got this nice brand new outfit. Now, her clothes fit her big because she is similar to a newborn baby, pretty much. Oh, and another thing, when I feed her, I used to try to hold her and feed her, but I find that and then depending on what position you have her in, as I'm feeding her, the water will go down faster if she's laying down like this. Of course, a real baby, you wouldn't do that because it can get an ear infection. But this works for her. When I have her laying down like this on my lap and then feeding her through the bottle, it works out good. So now it's time for me to sit her up, pat her back. I'm holding the phone with one hand. That's why I can't do it on camera. I mean, unless I flip it around, but I would have to do a whole different video for that. So yeah, I'm just having fun, and her hair, we're going to do a video on her hair as well. Okay, because there was a before and after effect. Then I had to do some hair products, conditioner, water. Oh my gosh, shampoo, a pick. Her hair was matted, honestly. I don't know how the artist was able to root her hair in that texture, but it was a job. But it's soft now. Now it's soft, and you can actually put a brush through it and comb through it. But before it was really a hot mess. So okay, everybody, I just wanted to show you the drinking wet system. Take care. Bye bye.